First Alert Weather.
All right, we're going to be bringing in the heat here over the next couple of days. Today it wasn't too bad. In fact, it was actually fairly pleasant. Temperatures right where they should be for a July afternoon, with numbers into those mid to upper 80s. But we're going to be increasing those temperatures into the mid to upper 90s tomorrow and Thursday, and even some places getting very close to 100 degrees. Now, here's a look at Swan Lake along Highway 91, and I want to show you this webcam because we got some dark clouds overhead. We've had a few spotty sprinkles, but nothing really crazy out there. The majority of these thunderstorms are still into Utah and areas of Nevada and southwestern Wyoming towards Evanston and Rock Springs, with a little bit of the stuff trying to get over the mountains into Lincoln County. But you can see a lot of these storms are drying up as they head a little further to the east. We got some dark clouds currently on the Idaho side of Bear Lake, and we are getting a few spotty sprinkles. Also, another round of wet weather trying to get into the Cache Valley closer to Logan, south of Preston, and a few lightly scattered thunderstorms here coming out of northern Utah tonight, trying to get up towards I-84 and bits of power in Oneida counties. Now, what we have, I would say one of the largest concerns here going forward for the next few days, it's really the air quality. We have more smoke and haze drifting through the region with the two large fires in our region. Now, the one that's been putting in a lot of smoke in here for southeastern, southern Idaho and getting into Wyoming is the fire burning around Bliss. Now, that one's putting a lot of smoke into the Magic Valley, and it's drifting to the east. The Moose Fire in Salmon's putting a lot of smoke into Montana. Now, as we get later into this week, closer to Friday, I'm expecting to pull down some of that smoke in from the north because we're going to have an area of low pressure that's going to pass on through, and we'll change up the wind direction just a bit. 89 currently in Arco, with 88 in Idaho Falls and Blackfoot, 90 in Pocatello. We're at lower 80s range for both Driggs and Jackson, 90 for Salmon and Challis, with 79 right now in West Yellowstone. And the winds at a much more manageable 13 miles per hour for Idaho Falls, and we're at 8 for Pocatello. Compared to yesterday, this wind is really not a big issue out there, but we are expecting to see winds about 10 to 15 again here for tomorrow, and then again for Thursday with a few isolated storm clouds. There's the low. It's exiting the region. That's the one that brought in all that wind the other day. And then we have another low that's going to be sliding up along the Pacific coastline. But the high pressure ridge here starting to reinforce its dominance and getting over Arizona and Utah here for Wednesday and Thursday. As a result, we're bringing in the heat from the south. We also pull in just a few thunderstorms, especially into our southern mountains for the next couple of days. That low there is going to go through North Idaho and Montana, almost just like the last one, and it's going to drive in a bit of some wind in here for Friday, and we'll have temperatures dropping slightly for Saturday. Vipercast, a few thunderstorms as we roll into tomorrow afternoon for areas of southeastern and southern Idaho, just like we're seeing outside currently. And you can see that these thunderstorms are just kind of hanging out into the mountains here. For the rest of us, it's going to be hot, it's going to be sunny, and we'll have winds about 10 to 15. Temperatures in Yellowstone into the mid to upper 70s tomorrow and Thursday with some smoke and haze. 94 tomorrow in McCammon, 88 in Lava Hot Springs with highs at 89 in Soda Springs. We got 92 in Rexburg tomorrow, 84 in Island Park, 86 in Driggs, and 90 in Swan Valley. 95 in Challis, 88 in Ketchum, 90 in Arco, and highs in Idaho Falls should be about 94 tomorrow with 98 in Pocatello, just a couple degrees off from 100. Here's your 8-day. Jackson, temperatures hanging into the upper 80s. Overnight lows upper 40s, low 50s. Smoke and haze drifting on through, and a slight chance of a thunderstorm on Friday going into Saturday. Salmon, hot and dry conditions with highs in town here, aiming for those mid to upper 90s for the next couple of afternoons. A few thunderclouds may get in there for Friday, but that risk is still very low, and it's going to be hot and dry all throughout next week. Rexburg, 92 for the high Thursday, 90 on Friday with some clouds and a slight chance of a thunderstorm. And again, with the passing low to our north, that's going to drop in some slightly cooler temps for this weekend. We'll be back into the upper 80s, low 90s for Saturday and Sunday. Blackfoot, 96 for Thursday, but back down to 89 for Saturday. And then over to Pocatello and Idaho Falls, very close to 100 here for tomorrow and Thursday. We're expecting Pocatello to hit 95 for Friday, and then we're down to the lower 90s for Saturday, with Idaho Falls seeing 94 degrees tomorrow and Thursday. Back down to the upper 80s, low 90s for highs this weekend with plenty of sunshine, and it's going to stay that way well into next week with no major storms on the horizon. It's a fairly dry forecast, just a couple isolated thunderstorms in the mix. We'll send it over to Eric.
All right, thanks, Michael. Coming up in sports, the second half begins tonight for the